Hello everyone, everything good? Welcome to my channel. It's a pleasure to welcome you here. The first thing you should consider is the following. Is there a problem with the turbine? Is it stopped or not working properly? In this situation, you need to consider two possibilities. It is a mechanical or electrical problem. To make things easier, the first thing to do is to solve or analyze the mechanical problem. What could be the mechanical problems? Dirt, some obstruction, or perhaps an insect that got in and ended up blocking the turbine, preventing it from turning. Perform a complete analysis of this mechanical part, clean the turbine, remove all the dust, and check that there is nothing obstructing it. If everything is in order in the mechanical part, move on to the electrical part. When we come across an error related to the evaporator fan, we can suspect a problem in the motor or in the circuit that powers it. This is the reason why the fan is out of control, and we can identify 6 possible causes for this error. Poor contact in the motor connectors. Over time, due to humidity and environmental conditions, oxidation can occur on the internal pins that make contact with the pins on the board. This oxidation can compromise the passage of electrical microcurrents, resulting in communication or electrical failures. To check, remove the connectors from the board, use a contact cleaner to ensure everything is clean, and reconnect several times to eliminate the oxidation and ensure good contact. Start capacitor. On the evaporator board, there is a start capacitor that helps start the motor. If this capacitor is faulty, the motor will not turn correctly or not at all. Check the capacitor. So you not know how to test it. There are explanatory videos on the internet. If you prefer, you can simply replace it with a new one, since it is not an expensive component. Was the motor itself, the evaporator turbine fan motor, has 2 internal coils. The first coil should have a resistance of approximately 100 ohms and the second 200 ohms. The sum of these resistances should be approximately 300 ohms. Test these measurements with a multimeter on the ohm scale. If there is a short circuit or if the resistance is out of the standard range, the motor is compromised and needs to be replaced. Thermal sensor. This sensor protects the motor from overheating. If the motor starts to stall and overheat, the sensor cuts the current to prevent the motor from burning out. If the sensor is faulty, it can prevent the motor from working properly, leading to an error. Integrated circuit microcontroller. This component connected to the board controls the voltages and signals that activate the relays and the motor's voltage control circuit. Use the electrical manual for the board to measure the voltages on the pins of this microcontroller. If the voltages are not correct, it may be necessary to replace the integrated circuit. Electronic board. If none of the above problems are identified, it may be that the board itself is compromised. Problems in electronic components may seem isolated, but they are often caused by failures in other components. On boards with SMD technology, where the components are soldered to the surface, repair can be more complicated and require specific equipment. If you do not have experience with electronic board maintenance, it is best to hire a specialized company. In short, check the connectors, capacitors, motor, microcontrollers, and if necessary, replace the electronic board. This should solve the air conditioning problem. If you like this content, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video. See you soon.